Alright, so here we are. Yeah. I'm looking at League Two scores. So here's the first one. Wimbledon in fifth versus Chesterfield in ninth. Chesterfield are 3 points off the playoffs, so they need one game to go up. We can't catch Wimbledon because we need 10 points for that, and we can only catch 9. So we can catch up with Notts County since when? Anyway, it's kind of 8:30, and my parents are asleep, and I'm going somewhere. So I have to make this now. So, yes. But yeah, that's a really big game for us because that means Chesterfield drop points, and that's what we need to happen. I mean, if you have a look at the match stats, which I haven't seen yet, Wimbledon, I wouldn't say they dominated, but I'd say they had a lot more shots. Chesterfield didn't even have one on target. Imagine that. Yeah, more touches in the box, more saves, a lot of fouls all over the place. But yeah, you lot can have a look at this yourself. I don't know what this means. A lot of offsides for Wimbledon, though. A lot of tackles, a lot of clearances, a lot of header clearances. 61 duels won. I feel like that's a lot. And obviously a lot of passes as well. And then, yeah, Wimbledon's goalkeeper hasn't even had to make a save there. As you can see, Chesterfield's form is a little bit questionable. But so is Wimbledon's. Yeah, we talk about that. Anyway, that's an important game for us because that means Chesterfield drop points, so we're only 3 points off them now. But the annoying part is Chesterfield have got a pretty easy fixture list coming up, if it will ever load. Let's have a look. So they've got Bradford, which isn't easy, but then they've got Morecambe, who are dead last, and Accrington Stanley, who are like in a relegation battle. Okay, we move. Bromley Morecambe. Yeah, Morecambe is now in last place. They haven't really scored very many goals. We do not talk about this. So yeah, they've been on mid form. Clearly, they either score one goal or they just can't really score. And the defending isn't great either. But they're kind of inconsistent. And yeah, then Bromley, they've been mid lately, but I've been having a look at them as they got promoted from the National League last year. They've been alright. I mean, obviously not as good as Chesterfield, but yeah. And then this, I really don't care about this. I mean, it does mean Bromley's only 1 point behind us, but our form is so much better than theirs anyway. Okay, this one is massive. Look at that. Last effectively versus first. I'm pretty sure they were last when they played them. That's not possible. Who cares? You know what I mean? Look at that though. That's crazy. Like you can't be losing to 23rd place. They're still first. Bradford is down to third because of their draw, and Doncaster is in second. It looks like Carlisle actually dominated that as well. I'm not sure how that's happening. I'm not sure how they've got 12,000 attendance at Brunton Park, but yeah, impressive performance from Carlisle there. Can't say I expected that to happen. Cheltenham vs Gillingham. This again is a match I do not care about whatsoever. I mean, we have a look at it. Yeah, lot of shots, but not very many on target. You can't be having 22 shots and only 4 on target. I mean, we can look at their form. Gillingham's form is just seriously mid. I mean, 5 draws in 6 games, not very good. But I mean, four losses in 6 games is even worse. And the thing is, they've lost to Morecambe, Tranmere, and MK Dons as well. Doncaster is fair. And Crewe you should be beating. But yeah, Cheltenham just aren't on very good form. But those wins and draws are going to help them out a significant amount. Okay, we get Colchester versus Crewe. This is probably the most important game of the whole weekend for us, except our own. Because, like, we see Crewe, they're above us and 2 points above us now. They were in third not too long ago, but they've been on absolutely horrible form. Like, this doesn't look too bad, but I will show you Crewe's. I will come here and show you Crewe's score fixtures. Like, let's say we go from January. They lose that, yeah. Okay, so I'd say here they were on pretty good foot. How'd they come back from that? Yeah, anyway, here they were on alright form. And then look at that, they lose 3-0, 3-0 again. And then they draw 1-0. Lose, draw, lose, win. That's a really bad March. And then draw, lose, win. See, they've just not been very good. And then as for Colchester, they've actually been really good. Like, we'll come over to January here. Like, if we can look at the tables here, they were down in 16th then. They were almost as far down as we were. Which is why, if we can even get above them, that would be very impressive. So yeah, we've got loss, narrow win, draw, win. I think this is where they pick up. Win, draw. It's not the worst. Win, loss, draw, win, draw. I'd call that pretty good form. So yeah, they've been making a push for it, and they finally got themselves in this playoff spots. But if they can do it, so can we. It's just that bit of form in the middle of the season that cost us. But that's a really important draw for us. And yeah, if you have a look at this, they even missed a penalty here. That's crazy. Damn, handball as well. Okay, Fleetwood versus Barrow. This is also one I don't really care about. They're probably not going to catch us on form like that. It says it was a dismal goalless draw. Does 22 shots look dismal to you? I mean, it's certainly goalless, but it's nothing more. It's just a battle of mid, really. Anyway, yeah. The one we all care about anyway. I did try and record a video watching the highlights, but it got copyrighted for Bournemouth vs Sheffield United for some reason. And I can't dispute it because there's no option for this is not what the video is. And we have a look at the match stats, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, 21 shots, we've had the majority of them. We just cook them all over the pitch, really, and yeah, this is insanely important for us because this is the only game that was in our control and we took full control of it. But Grimsby can only win one of their last 3 games, and so can Colchester. Chesterfield can win 2, as can Salford and Crewe. But we need absolutely everything to go right if we want to sneak into the playoffs. MK Dons vs Newport County. Again, an insignificant little game. They haven't won one in their last 6, either of them. And yeah, I'd say Newport's form is a bit worse, but we don't really care about them. Anyway, I mean, match stats, yeah, only 12 shots, just mid. Salford City versus Accrington. Yeah, they're quite far down, but that's going to be massive for them considering Salford's in 10th. I mean, if you have a look at the stats, they dominated them. Yeah, less possession, but way more shots. And yeah, that's also really big because I mean, Salford dropped 3 points, so we can catch them even easier. Because Salford are one of the teams that's actually pushing for this. Tranmere, Doncaster. Luke Molyneux hat trick. Nice. They're in second. We can't catch them. All I hope is that they beat Port Vale. But yeah, basically, it's just like this is just like being in first when the only item you can pull is a blue shell. But it's a battle of literally like second last versus second first practically. But yeah, it's just like no one even wants to be in first. So I feel like the moment Donny goes in first, they're just gonna hit a patch of bad form. Right, look at that. That was about when Bradford went in first, and then they lose that. Walsall went in first. They held it for a while, and then they fell off massively. Port Vale, they went in first immediately. Lose. Yeah. And then Walsall vs Harrogate Town. We can't catch them, but they're finally in the playoffs. I mean, what? They'd have to lose 7 points on either Colchester or Grimsby. And as we all know, that's not happening, is it? So, yeah, again, another insignificant game to us because we can't catch Walsall. But let's have a look at these match stats. Yeah. They got dominated. And when I was watching this winning game, I remember saying, oh god, they've done it again. When looking at this, because like they've got so many last-minute goals in their in the last few matches. Like, let me have a look at this. Last-minute goal. They didn't make a comeback. Last-minute goal. Last-minute goal. Can't call that last-minute goal. They didn't make a comeback. Can't call that last minute. Bang. Okay, they got last-minute goal on. They already won that. Last-minute goal, but didn't matter. No. No. Last-minute goals. Yeah. I'd call that quite late. Last-minute goal, but not enough. Oh, so this was back when Walsall were good. This was the last game where Walsall were good. Because Nathan Lowe was still here. Yeah. And I mean, if we have a look at this, they got absolutely cooked in here. Look how far clear Walsall were. They were on 6 straight wins. At least. And they were 12 points clear with a game in hand. Let's have a look how many games Walsall lost before that. That doesn't count. Okay, so Bromley were the first team that held them to a draw in 9. But yeah, that's insane. They've actually fallen off so hard. But yeah, that's my reaction to League 2.